August 2025, 4,500 Indian students applied for study permit to Canada. I'm repeating, 4,500. Only 1,196 students got approved. That actually translates to 74% rejection rate for Canada student visa. Now in May 2026, currently, parents are calling me in panic and they're asking, Dr. Rajiv, is Canada dead for Indian students? Should we even apply for spring 2027 or fall 2027? Today, I'm going to give you a brutal truth because your 40 to 50 lakh investment deserves honesty and no false hope. My name is Dr. Rajiv B. Sharma, Dr. RBS, that's what people call me. I'm an academic mentor, global career strategist, and founder of this YouTube channel, Entasa Global. Actually, for the last 34 years, we have helped thousands of students build global careers. And in those 34 years, I have never seen a situation like this, what we are witnessing today. See, what you're going to about to hear from me is not what other consultants, other people, other channels will tell you, because they're still selling Canada with this old dream of 2020. I'm telling you upfront, that Canada of 2020 is gone. Let's check today, right now in May 2026. Now the total study permits allowed is 4,80,000, but only 1,55,000 new students. See, the rest are going to be the old ones. So new student permitted is only 1,55,000. And obviously the rest are going to be the extensions of students who are already there. Obviously they cannot ask them to go back. So that's why they have to keep those students there. And what is happening to Indian students? The visa approval rate is still around 20 to 25%. That's the visa rate. It means 74 to 80% students are getting rejected. Now, let me stick my neck out and give you some projection for 2027. In 2027, the government has officially announced that they will have only 1,50,000 permits for new students. So now imagine, from 6,81,000 in 2023, in 2027, only 1,50,000 new students will be permitted. I hope you understand. That's actually 78% reduction in just 4 years. In 4 years, they have dramatically reduced 78-80% students have been reduced. So when parents ask me, is Canada dead? Here's my answer. Canada is not dead, but it is dying for average Indian student. If you are a student who has an average marks, average profile, a generic degree, your chances are close to zero. So let me give you straight answer. Why is this happening? And I will give you official reasons. I'm not going to give reasons made by me or made by anybody else. These are official reasons from the Canadian government. So reason number one, housing crisis. In 2026, the average rent for a 2-bedroom apartment in Toronto, where most of the students go, is actually Canadian dollar 2,460 per month. It actually translates to 1,68,000 rupees per month as on today's rate. So for an apartment, you're paying 1,68,000 rupees in Toronto. Reason number two, fraud. In 2023, the immigration authority, they actually found out that 1,550 fraud study permit applications were issued or were found out. These frauds were majority from India. So they were fake acceptance letters, they were fake bank statements, they were fake documents. Then in 2024, the immigration authority flagged some 14,000 potential fake documents. Now you can understand, why did the scrutiny increase? Obviously it's going to increase. This is the reason that genuine students are now suffering. For act of some fraudulence, the real students are actually suffering. Because what has happened, the fraudsters, they actually destroy the trust. Reason number three, the infrastructure strain. The usual infrastructure, to give an example, like the healthcare system. In Canada, the healthcare system is public. It got strained, overwhelming. The schools, they actually ran out capacity. The public service what they had, they actually got stressed. See, the Canadian population, it grew too fast from immigration, students and workers. Okay, and government had to suddenly say, we have exceeded our capacity. Our capacity is full. That's what the government came out with. And they actually meant it. Let me be very upfront. So unlike India, when international governments go about this, so they start acting. So what was they did? Their goal was not to reduce temporary residence, because that was the easiest one, which actually formed 6.7% of population, to bring it down to less than 5% by 2027. And of course, you can understand that temporary residence means students or international students are actually part of it, and obviously they are the one of the first one to start getting reduced. Let's see the reason number 4, the political pressure. So in the federal elections, which just happened in Canada some time back, immigration is a very hot topic, was a very hot topic in fact. Canadians want fewer temporary residents. They want less temporary people, they want more citizens. So what did the politicians do? They actually responded. So one thing is clear from this: whatever is happening is not actually temporary. And magically in 2028, they have talked about 2027, but magically in 2028 it's not going to reverse. You need to accept this is the new normal in Canada for unseen future. So when you ask me, is Canada dead? I will say yes and no. It is dead for an average profile, no for special profile. Now, if you want to understand if your profile does fit for Canada or any other country, drop in your details in the comment section and my team will come back to you. Or you can take a free assessment, a complimentary assessment, through which we can help you that your profile is suitable for Canada and should you give it a shot for 2027 or 2028. See you on the side.